So in this video, we are going to talk about, or we are going to discuss, or I'm going to teach you about how you can configure RIP version 2 routing protocol. Yeah, so RIP is just routing information protocol, okay, which is a dynamic routing protocol that you can use to connect to different networks. Okay, so uh, I don't have any scenario that I can create here, but I'm just going to just do the task without using any question or guidance. So, and I want to do any submitting on this one, so therefore just go straight forward and apply the routing information protocol. So therefore I'll put these two pieces. So this one I'll name it admin, name it admin, and then this one I can give it my name. Okay, then therefore also put a switch. We'll put a switch here. Then next we need two routers. So I'll select this router, which is PT router, and get another PT router like this. Then next here we'll put another network. We'll get another network this side. Let me put another two PCs. Okay, this side I will just put two laptops. Okay, and a server. Let's put also a server. Assume this guy is able to be hosting a server. Okay, so this we say this is an external managed network. Then this is our internal managed network. Okay, so therefore we can make the connection. So I'll use the copper straight through cable for this connection. So I'll connect this one, then pick port 2, this one, port 2, port 3. Then I'll connect this router from F0/0 going to port 1. Then I'll do the same F0/0 going to this, connecting on port 1. Then port 2, I'll connect the server. Port 3, I'll connect laptop 1. Port 4, connect this one here. Okay, so after having done this now, what we can do is we can also include the server here. Let's try out this. I'm sure this is feasible. You can put the server here and put a switch in between here. So let's assume we still want to connect more than one network, more like a lot of networks. So we can just do this. We put a server on top here. So this one we'll name it controller. Yeah, name it the controller. So the purpose of this server is just for to help us to be assigning IP addresses automatically on any route that whichever route that we can connect to this switch, so that we don't have to assign the IP addresses manually. So therefore, I'll connect this router on port 1 going to to this one. Then I'll connect this server to the gig 1 to be fast. And connect port 2 going to this network here. Going to this network here like this. So have something like this. Okay, so the whole is this server. So I'll start by configuring this server here. So this server will help us to be assigning IP addresses automatically. So therefore I'll go to this desktop, then IP configuration. Then I'll just say maybe this the IP address will be this 192.168.8.1. Maybe let's say that okay at .1 there is no problem like that. The default gateway, there is no problem without putting the default gateway here, because all we need is this server just for assigning of IP addresses. So therefore go to services, DHCP, then I switch on the service, okay, and leave everything like this. Yeah, Leave everything like that and just save the settings. Make sure the service is on. After that, let me confirm the port here. This is therefore 1/0. So I'll open this router. The command okay. So here also enable configure terminal. After that, I'll say interface of a 1/0. Okay, then IP address negotiate. Oh, so IP DHCP negotiate. Is it negotiate now? Okay, like that. Then let's say they need no shut down. Let's switch on the interface. Now that's not able to receive one IP address. Let's wait and see. Okay, let me run the same command. Okay. Oh, it's still negotiating here. Okay, as you can see, it has been assigned an IP address, which is beautiful. So I'll do the same to this one. So I put no here, then enable, then configure, terminal, then interface is 1/0. Okay, no shutdown. I switch on the interface, no shutdown. Next, I'll say IP address DHCP. Okay, fast forward the time here. Then should be settled now. Okay, you can see it has been assigned an IP address. So this one has been given an IP address which is 3. Okay, great. So therefore, this network, give it to use this IP address here, 200.120.0. Okay, then this one we use 172.168.16.0. Oh, let me put 16. Yes. Let me say 172.16.0.0, something like that. Yeah. So next thing, what we need to do is configure this router to assign this IP to have a DHCP service for these laptops here. So I'll copy this IP address that I've put this side and open this router again. Okay, so let's give it a name. I think it would be better name this router. So I'll just say host name. Maybe I'll just name it internal. Yeah, okay, like that. Then I'll say interface. That was FA 0/0. Yeah, let's confirm this port here. Yes, which is FA 0/0. Okay, then I'll say no shutdown. Okay, after done that, then I'll say IP address, then paste that IP address and just put a 1. Since this is a class C IP address, so therefore the default mask, we just use the default mask here, like that. Then next I'll say IP address in the same interface, IP address DHCP who sorry, not IP address, IP DHCP who internal. So internal is just a name that of the server that we are creating, the DHCP. So internal. Then I'll say network. I'll put that same network address that I copied there. that you're going to use this one, then and put the mask, this one. Okay, like that. Then we say default router. So default router, we're going to use this same IP address here. This one, this IP address we have assigned it to this router, like that. Okay, so meaning we're done also configuring what, the server, the DHCP server. So meaning the service is on. So we just go to this laptop or desktop, sorry. Then IP, go on desktop, then IP configuration, then switch it from static to DHCP. You should be able to receive one IP address. Okay, as you can see, DHCP request successful. Okay, then we'll do the same to this one. Okay, DHCP. Okay, successful. So we can test the communication. Well, go open the command prompt, say ping. What is it? Okay, this is the IP address for the router. Okay, as you can see, it's successful, so meaning they're able to communicate. Next, what you can do is, since they're able to communicate, also configure this network here. So I'll copy this, copy this, then it's a two-way since I've configured the DHCP service using a router. This time, this network, let me use the server. So go to the desktop, assign it an IP address first. So this one I'll give it to, okay, leave it everything on default like that. Then .1 to be the IP address for the router. Then services, I'll go on DHCP, switch on the service. So here what you just need to change is go on the default gateway. So put the IP address that will be for the router here, which is .1. So start IP, since .1 to be used for the router, then .2 is for the server. So the our starting IP will be 3. Okay, we leave everything just like that, then save configurations. Next is you go to the router itself. Okay, we also change it and give it a new name. So host name, we'll give it external. Okay, next we say interface, fa 0/0. Okay, shut it down. Shut it down. Okay, then we assign an IP address. So the IP address that we are assigning it is 8.1 space, then 255.255.0.0, since this is a class C or class B IP address. Okay, after I've done that, then all we need is to just to put these laptops on. Okay, let me fast forward so that it get in checked. Okay, take this correct now. So we go on desktop, DHCP. Okay, you see, successful, meaning everything is okay. So remember this, the external network, what the DHCP server is, this server itself, we didn't use the router here, so meaning everything is settled now. So our main concern is what you want to achieve is we want to make this. Okay, let me do this. Yeah, we want to make this network to be able to communicate with it. Okay, to be able to communicate with this network here. So we have two networks here. This is the internal network. Okay, we want it to be able to communicate with the external network. So how do you do that? For this network to be able to communicate with this network, we need to use a routing protocol. Okay, so a routing protocol which is configured where the routers, not switch, the routers. Okay, so we need to tell this network that to be able to broadcast whatever it knows to this router here, and also this router to broadcast whatever it knows to this router here, so that they can update each other's table. So remember, this network knows how many networks, knows this network and this network here. Okay, so therefore we'll go here in this internal router. So write router RIP, which is router information protocol. Okay, then say version 2, we specify the version. Okay, the network we are getting the network address for this network here, which it knows, which is no, this one, this one here. So I'm getting this network and feed it. Okay, next we need also to know this network here, this network for this one here, what was the IP address? Okay, so say network again. So 192.168.8.0. Okay, that's the network we doesn't know. And also wanted to know this network here, this one here, this network which is external. So we also include it. So say network 172.168.0.0. Is it 168 or 16? Oh, it's 16.0.0, like that. Then you say do copy running config startup config. Oh, up here. Okay. So we have saved our configuration. So we go and do the same to this network. So what would happen? So far this network. So from this network here, you can be able to send a message to this. I think so. Let's try. There should be a one way here. More like the other side is able to communicate, but the other side cannot be able to communicate. Oh, it just happens in static routing. Let's see. So it needs both to be able. So let's test this. Are these able to communicate, this router and this router here? So let's try again. Okay, successful, able to communicate. So let's try this, going to this field. Okay, so that's what we want to fix now. So let me put it in simulation, see where it's failing. Is it able to communicate to this? Where is it failing? Okay, this router is the one that is rejecting it. So therefore, what do? We configure also routing protocol in this same one. So in external network here, you just say router again, router RIP. Then next specify the version. We want to use version 2. Say network. Okay, network you start reading. This one 172.16.0.0. Okay, next is network again in 192.168.8.0. Okay, dot 8.0, which is this network here, and also we need this other network which has a 200. So we say network again, network, take copy. Okay, like that. Then you do copy, running fig startup. Oh, that startup fig. Okay, great. Now the issue should be gone now. When you try to test, so I'll just fast forward it so that the routers can update themselves. So when you just try it now, this PC going to this. Okay, as you can see now, it's what? Successful. So if you put it in simulation mode, since now this router knows information about this network here now, everything is correct. So meaning we should be able to also communicate to this one. Okay, so since this was our first testing message, let's send another one from this going to this. Now this one should be successful because the router has been updated now. Okay, so the first message when you send it, so more like about identifying where the message is supposed to be delivered. So as you can see, it's successful. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you have enjoyed. So that's how you can simply set up uh, routing information protocol in a network. So the summary of this, we started by configuring uh, DHCP service in this router, and this server, and also this server. Yes. Then we have successfully made internal network to be able to communicate with the external network. Yeah, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box. Don't forget to subscribe. Hey.